Hello guys, welcome back to another video. This is my second time recording this, so we'll see how it goes. We have the UFC on ABC card. Yair Rodriguez versus Brian Ortega. And yeah, it should be a good fight. Should be a good card. And let's start off first here with Jessica Penne versus Emily Ducote. There's about like a 10 to 11 years age difference here, so it's a very big age difference. Ducote just making her debut which is why she's got the regular picture on here from Invicta. Ducote has great, like really strong strong power, big power. Her last fight versus Danielle Taylor hit her with a hook, froze her up, and then kicked her in the face and completely, like, pretty much made her stiff, flatlined out. Very impressive. Penne has good grappling, has fought a lot of the big, not like big in size, but like the name value fighters, the very talented fighters in 115. So yeah, she has a lot of experience in the fight. I think, and yeah, she has great jiu-jitsu too. I think this could be a coin flip in some cases, but I'm going to go with the person debuting. I think the age difference is big here. Penne is 39 years old, so you got to think, like, is she going to be able to take some of these shots well still? But it is women's MMA. But yeah, I'm going to go with Ducote. I think if she can stuff some of the takedowns, it could make a difference in this fight, but I think her power is just a big thing in the fight for this one. So yeah, we're gonna move on to Dwight Grant versus Dustin Stoltzfus. In this fight, Dwight Grant has some good striking, better striking than Dustin. He's 37 years old though, which is very important. When looking at this, Dustin is only 30 years old, so there's a 7-year age difference. But yeah, he has good striking. Dustin, I don't believe, could trade with Dwight Grant. I don't think he's just a little slower. I don't know if the power is there unless he makes like a big change. Since the last time he was out, I don't know how effective he'll be against Dwight Grant. What I'm worried about Dwight Grant is his cardio. I was a little worried about his cardio in his last fight. He did slow down a little bit in the later rounds, I believe. Yeah. He did slow down, which I'm kind of worried about. But I think he'll do it. I think he'll figure it out. He might TKO him. This could go to a decision. But yeah, I'm going to take Dwight. Oh, here we go again. I'm going to take... Oh, shit's annoying as fuck. I'm going to take Dwight Grant. So yeah, moving on to the next fight. We have Dustin Jacoby versus Jung. In this fight, Jung is a very, very great grappler. Very strong too. He fought, what's his name? William Knight, the big fella, with very strong, very muscly. I think he fought in I think he fought in heavyweight recently. That's how big he is. And still kept some of his abs, I think. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But yeah, he out-muscled him mostly in those grappling exchanges, which was pretty crazy. Like, held him down and then started punching him, put in some submission attempts. Did a really good job against him. I don't think Dustin Jacoby can survive Jung's grappling. I think that'll be a big issue for him. Jung will treat him like his last, like William Knight, keep him down there, keep punching, all that. But yeah, I think Dustin Jacoby might get his time on the feet, but I think it'll start out on the feet and then he'll just take him down. And that'll be the end of the fight. I think it'll probably go to a decision, but I could see Jung finishing the fight with like a choke or something, but I guess we'll see. But I'm taking him, Jung, for the win. Next fight, Bill Algeo versus Herbert Burns. I'm going to take Bill Algeo in this fight. I believe the last fight Herbert Burns had was like 2 years ago. Bill Algeo has great takedown defense and submission defense. Like he'll in his last couple fights, you don't see him getting like picked up, thrown to the ground. But then after that, he works his way up. After that, he'll start sprawling. He'll defend the takedowns pretty well. You don't really see him in that big of issues on the ground. But yeah, he does. I don't know if it's necessarily a cardio problem, but I noticed that in his fights, he'll tend to put his hands lower the longer the fight goes on, which could be worrying against someone like Herbert Burns. Yeah, but we'll see how that goes. I think he'll be able to stuff Herbert Burns' takedowns and all that. Won't be an issue for him. I think he'll do well on the feet, even though I am worried about him dropping his hands a little bit, but I think he'll be fine. But yeah, I'm going to take Bill Algeo on this fight. If we don't grab the screen, boom. Next fight on the card, we have Ricky Simón versus Jack Shore. I'm going to pick... I'll pick at the end of this. This one's a really close fight. It should be pretty good. Simón has awesome wrestling and has some really good power on his hands. I believe he just knocked out a Sensao in his last fight, which is pretty good. Yeah, he has good wrestling and all that. Jack Shore has good takedown defense. A lot of the time, he's very much a volume striker. Well, punchy, just tap you up a lot. But yeah, it'll be very interesting to fight because Simón could definitely take him down and punch him around. But we'll see. That power could be interesting too, especially when scoring the fight versus his volume striking. But you could either see them get canceled out in their takedown defense and wrestling, or we could see. Or we could just see Simón taking him down, punching him through, and eking out a close decision. I think it will be a very close decision, but I'm going to take Ricky Simón in this fight. I think he's an underdog. He's a slight underdog. So, yeah. We'll see how that pick turns out. But, yeah, I'm going Ricky Simón. In the next fight on the card, we have... Who do we got? Third page of the notes. We have Punahele Soriano versus Dalcha Lungiambula. He got it right the first time. Punahele is a really tough dude. I don't know if he's Hawaiian or Samoan or something, but they got some great ass chins. Saw with Brad Tavares against who did he last? Oh my gosh, why did I even put myself in this position? I forgot his name. But yeah. Brad Tavares did really well. He has a great chin also. Damn, I'm going to get a lot of flack for not remember that shit. Okay, I got to look it up. Fuck. And I need to stop versing these. Who was his last fight? I can freaking just remember it. Dricus du Plessis. Oh, okay. Now I remember. Dricus du Plessis. They got really great chins. Not sure why that was so important that I had to look it up, but... Soriano has a great chin. Lungiambula does not have great cardio. He will definitely struggle later on in the fight. And I can see Soriano definitely winning the fight just for outlasting him. After like the first maybe couple minutes of the first round, I would see Lungiambula definitely gassing out during the fight. I think Soriano will just keep doing what he's doing, outpoint him, maybe finish him, maybe a TKO. But yeah, I see Soriano definitely winning the fight here. But yeah, we'll move on to the next fight if we don't grab the screen like I just did. Okay, I don't think I got anything to worry about now. Moving on to the next fight. Did I skip over one? Yeah, we're moving on to the main card. We have Lauren Murphy versus Miesha Tate. Miesha Tate is alright on the feet. This is women's MMA. Wouldn't be surprised if Miesha Tate brings it to the ground, out wrestles her, punches her around. Wouldn't be surprised by that at all. I can see her outstriking her on the feet. I just think I don't know. I think she's just better than Lauren Murphy at this point in her career. I think the age difference is a little larger. I think it's what? Oh, it's just 4 years. But yeah, Miesha Tate's definitely a little bit more talented than Lauren Murphy. So yeah, I'll have Miesha Tate winning it. Not much to say about that, but could be. I don't think it's really a coin flip. I'll just give it to Miesha Tate, honestly. But yeah, moving on to the rest of the card. In the second match of the main card, we have Shane Burgos versus Charles Jourdain. This fight should be crazy. I'm expecting it to be. Shane Burgos could probably out-grapple Jourdain if he wants. Bring it up to the clinch if he wants. But yeah, there's a... I think, what's the reach difference here? I know it's pretty big. I think it's a 6.5 reach difference. Yeah, that's pretty big. I was watching the Shane Burgos Quarantillo fight, his last fight, earlier today, and he did. It's not like he was using his jab to create distance, but he was just creating jabs to hit first. And I noticed whenever Quarantillo, it was a very high-paced fight, but whenever Quarantillo threw, he would counter like really easily. But yes, Jourdain, in his fights, I think against Veneta, his last fight, where he embarrassed him a little bit. We're not gonna act like we saw his tights get taken down, but yeah, he was getting like hit pretty bad on the feet before he got taken down, and then put Veneta in a guillotine, if I can speak. But yeah, so when he was punching, he was getting countered pretty badly. It's like he left himself a little open. I think Shane Burgos can counter him in those attacks. I think he can jab at him, just either create distance or the hit first, counter, get into more combos there. But yes, the reach advantage is big. Burgos does have some solid head movement, so maybe he won't take as much of the powerful hits as Jourdain normally gives out, because he's very powerful. But yes, I'm going to give this to Shane Burgos in the fight. Surprised they gave Charles Jourdain this big of a jump so far. He's very talented. 26 years old. Does seem a little premature, though. But yeah, this will be a good fight, so I'll be very much looking forward to it. Moving on to the next fight on the card, we have Matt Schnell versus Sumu Derj. Oh god, I remember this right before. I tried to memorize it. Mudaerji. Oh my gosh, Mudaerji. God, I need to practice some of these. I'm gonna go with Mudaerji. Mudaerji. Yeah, that's how I'm gonna say his name. I'm sorry. Mudaerji, with a late. Actually, I don't know if I'm gonna go late fight finish, but I think it'll be. I think you can catch Matt Schnell at any point in the fight. Actually, I think we'll probably see more second round, third round. But yeah, I'm not too confident on Matt Schnell's shin. He got knocked out by. What did he get knocked? No, he didn't get knocked out, but I think he got dropped versus Royval in his last fight, I believe. I'm not too sure. I know he got choked out. I think he got knocked out, but Schnell does have some hands. I won't lie about that. But Mudaerji does move around a lot. He bounces around a lot, avoids punches. He'll pick at you, throw some more punches. I just think he'll overwhelm Matt Schnell, overwhelm his chin a little bit, and I think he will get TKO'd. So yeah, I think the volume will be really big there. I'm going to choose Mudaerji right there. Yes. So moving on to the next fight on the card, we have Jingliang versus Muslim Salikhov. I'm going to go Jingliang. I think this is coming off his last fight versus Hamzat. Yeah, Jingliang has very big power, and I don't think Salikhov will take him to the ground at all. Salikhov is, I believe, like 38 years old. It will be a big difference in this fight, especially with the power. I think Jingliang will probably get the better of him, simple as. Power will be different. The striking will be different. He'll be more comfortable because he doesn't have to worry about someone like Hamzat like picking him up, embarrassing him, and throwing him on the ground, or other grapplers he fought. But yeah, I think he'll just beat up. Salikhov could maybe get a KO because Salikhov is a lot older now than he used to be. He's 38 years old. But yes, very interesting fight. Hopefully we can pull through with this one. There won't be some stupid crap. But yeah, I'm going with Jingliang. Into the co-main event of the evening, we have Miesha Waterson versus Amanda Lemos. I think they're both coming off of their 5-round main events. I believe Miesha Waterson's was against, if I'm not mistaken, Marina Rodriguez, and Amanda Lemos's was against Jessica Andrade, where she got, I think, standing triangled. Very interesting. Lemos does have a lot of power, though, which is very threatening in this fight to a aging Miesha Waterson. They're like a year apart, but Miesha Waterson is 36 years old. Waterson doesn't deal with power that well. I noticed she was like in her last fight, she was like keeping very big distance away from Marina Rodriguez whenever she got hit. I don't think she'll be able to take it well. I think Lemos might be able to finish this fight. But yes, I'm gonna take Amanda Lemos. And especially in like this kind of fight where it's 3 rounds, will definitely benefit Amanda Lemos a lot. I think in a 5-round fight it may benefit Waterson a little bit, just pacing wise, but I think Lemos can pick up the pace in this fight and definitely hurt Waterson. So yeah, moving on to the main event of the evening. Tried to go as fast as I can just to get through the card so I can make this video a little not so long. But yes, we're in the main event of the evening. Yair Rodriguez versus Brian Ortega. These guys are both coming off of losses. Brian Ortega versus Volkanovski, I believe, and Yair Rodriguez versus Holloway. Yair throws a lot of kicks. I think this will be very interesting because I don't know if Brian Ortega will try to take him down. I think he might try to take him down. Maybe like move it into like a guillotine at some point, like just try to submit him real quick. I'll get to that in a second. But on the feet, Brian Ortega did improve a little bit, but Yair Rodriguez's kicks and his very interesting way of fighting will definitely we'll see how Brian Ortega deals with that. He has a very great chin too. Brian Ortega does. So yeah, we could see him take he's taken a lot of damage in his last couple fights. I think his chin will still hold up. It hasn't been crazy yet to where I think he'll get like knocked out or something, but I think he'll hang in there. Yair Rodriguez. Actually, we'll move on. Yair took a lot of damage too in his last fight against Holloway. It was a very active fight. Did pretty well against Holloway, surprisingly. Not surprisingly, but did pretty well against Holloway. They both took quite a bit of damage. Brian Ortega, in his last fight against Volk, got those 2 good submission attempts in there pretty quickly on Volk. Just applying some of their stuff to this fight, and again. But yeah, I think Ortega's submissions here will be definitely pretty interesting to see how he uses it. I don't know if he's going to be able to hang in there with Yair for 5 rounds striking wise, so I think he'll try to set up something. Maybe he knocks down Yair. Probably not, but maybe he does. Gets on him, pulls a guillotine or a submission real quick, hops on his back, rear naked choke. Yeah, I think we'll see something interesting here. I think Ortega can maybe be able to take him down, and then just get in something real quick and try to submit Yair real quick. But yeah, I think that's how it'll probably go. I don't know if he'll necessarily take him down, but I think Ortega will probably submit Yair. And I think this fight, if it does stay on the feet, it'll probably go to distance. These guys both got good chins. I don't see it ending by knockout. I can only see it ending by a submission or a decision. And if it does go to a decision, I'll probably favor Yair because I think he'll probably get favored in more of the stand-up sequences. But I think there could be some chances in here where Brian Ortega does try to submit Yair Rodriguez, and he'll probably be successful too. So I'm going to take, I think just off the fact that I think he'll try to go for it, I think he'll try to find every opportunity he can. At some point, there will be a time where there will be an opportunity where something does stick out to him and he will attack it. Probably maybe a guillotine, who knows? Maybe he panic shoots if he gets hurt really bad. But yeah, I'm going to go with Brian Ortega just for the X factor in the jiu-jitsu game. It's like so much better than a lot of fighters in the UFC. It's a big difference in the fight. I think he'll definitely use it. That's his way of winning. If not, it's going to Yair by decision. But yeah, close decision. Maybe close. Maybe unanimous, like 4-1. Maybe 3-2, but probably 4-1 Yair if it goes to decision. But I'm going to say with the fact that I think Ortega will probably submit Yair Rodriguez probably in the later rounds after Yair is very tired. Starts to make some mistakes in the game. But yeah, that's all I have. Yeah, that was very long-winded. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. I'll see you guys for the breakdown. Maybe have another couple extra videos coming out this week. We'll probably do maybe like a Nate Diaz video because I heard Chael sent and said that he's going to get a fight soon. He's training or whatever. So yeah, we'll look at the possibilities there of who he's going to fight because I have no idea who he's going to fight. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time.